Welcome to my biggest regrets. We now enter probably the most important thing in every video game, that being creating our character. How will we look? Will we become a model, skinny person, wide person, or we could just become whatever this is? So I tried many different ideas and approaches when making my character design, but in reality, an idea hit me while I was making my character that stood out like no other. What if I made a microwave? Why not just a normal microwave themed character? A microwave anime girl? Oh my god, I'm a genius! And so everyone, get ready to be introduced to Microwave Chime! Yeah! Woo! We can now begin our journey in Palworld. As the intro cutscene finished, I stepped forth onto the stone platform. And by God, that view was something to take away from. We had Shield Dome, mountains, more mountains, pointy mountains, ice mountains, trees. After taking a leap of faith on the stone platform, I approached the stone eagle statue. This is how you unlock fast travel waypoints. After securing the fast travel waypoint, I had a lady yap to me about something about a survival guide and having tea with her or whatever. I kindly said no to her, proceeded to move on with my entire day. That being me collecting some wood from the trees, crafting a POW primitive workbench, and making a bat. You'll see what this does very soon. Now, before you guys send me back to my room, let me explain. In order to tame POWs in Palworld, you need to throw POW spheres, which is like Pokeballs. Oh no, I said the word. Oh no, please, no Pokemon. So basically, whenever you throw a POW sphere at a POW, they have a chance to get captured. And you may be wondering, it's like, how do we increase our chances of getting a POW? By just beating them up. That's just how you do it. There's no other better explanation. Yeah, back to the video. Anyways, who needs POWs to have rights when I can name my chickpea Disappointment? Now then, after all that commotion, you might have realized that we had leveled up. Leveling up allows us to, unlock new gears and items, we get stat points. But what's special about getting to level 2 is that we get the Power Box. The Power Box is what enables us to start building our first base. Before finding a spot to put my base, I had decided to, gather some stone real quick to make some stone tools. So, which I did that. I gathered some stone, made a stone pickaxe, and had found some palladium fragments while doing so. Palladium fragments I used to make the power spears, which I thought would be useful for later on. I then proceeded to run around for a bit like an absolute maniac before approaching what I knew would be my new home. Oh my god. This is perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. Oh my god. It's so beautiful, man. Oh my days. I then jumped down from the mountain and explored my new home area, which I thought was pretty nice to begin with, so I finished gathering the last of my resources that I needed for my power box, and, decided along where to place it, and then finally found a position that I thought I was happy with. Building the power box is probably one of our biggest movements forward in the series, as it enables us to build these massive bases. But not only that, but it allows for our pals that we caught with our 100% consent to work on their free will. And yeah, this allows us to gather resources more effectively and utilize the pals that we caught. After the huge milestone that we achieved, I immediately put Disappointment to work. Well, him being a disappointment, he really didn't do much. I also achieved level 3, which enabled me to unlock a lot of items, such as the Power Straw Bed. The Power Straw Bed is really useful, as most of you pals do need to sleep, or else they'll lose their sanity. And we really don't want to see what happens when a pal loses their sanity. They become very depressed. I then also proceeded to craft a lot more Power Spears, because I really wanted to capture more pals. And moving on forward, I caught a Lambo and a K2var using the power of backshots. After I had successfully caught these two pals, I then proceeded to name the Lambo into Fluffball and the K2var into Mr. Meowskers II. The reason why is because we don't really know what happened to the first one, so we just went with the second one. I then proceeded to make a stone spear and ran around for a bit, catching some Lambos that I saw, which enabled me to level up to level 4. Level 4 is very important, as we can give Microwave Chan some new clothes by getting the cloth armor set, which we didn't really hesitate to craft it immediately, as it would give us important stat bonuses to help us survive, and also gives Microwave Chan some cool drip to wear. My next goal after this was to craft a common shield. A common shield is really good, as it enables you to tank more hits in this game, which since you're playing in hardcore mode, that's kind of needed. I also took the time to, catch more pals for the experience as I was gathering the resources for the common shield, and yeah, nothing too much really happened here. As our first day in Palworld progressed, I decided to explore the opening area a bit more, catching more pals, opening a few chests here and there, and maybe just adding some few things more to the base. It was until it wasn't until dawn reached when I went out again, and I had caught a T-Fent. Then I had also proceeded to capture a Gamos. I named the T-Fent Disney Elephant, because why not? And then I named the Gamos Bob Ross, because it rhymes. Anyways, amidst all of that, we reached level 5. Level 5 is very important to us as we unlock new technologies such as the berry plantation, ranch, and a normal parachute. All of these items will become incredibly useful to us later on, so this is a major W to us. I then proceeded to explore further south where I had caught a Paparai and a Penguillet, so that's really cool. What's also really cool is that during nighttime, different pals actually spawn. So I took the time to actually craft another Power Sphere and try and capture this Daydream, which I'm actually glad I did. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about naming my pals yet. As daytime approached, I took the time to catch the remaining Daydreams that were lurking around my base, and with the Pangula I caught earlier, I renamed it Pingu. Anyways, with all this catching I was doing of pals, I actually reached level 6. Level 6 is very good for us, and it's very critical for us as we obtain the item called the Pal Gear Workbench. I'll elaborate more on this when we do eventually need it. Anyways, I decided to do some more work on the base that we had, so I decided to make the berry plantation thing that we unlocked at level 5, which enables us to get infinite food source for ourselves and our pals. As the sun started rising once again, I realized that I had been playing for way too long, but I couldn't care less. Day 2 of a hardcore world. I started off by, trying to make a house, and I wanted to see if my numerous hours of Fortnite would actually help me here. So, behold. Listen, guys, I'm a gamer. I'm not an architect, please. After revealing that monstrosity to the entire world, I proceeded to craft a campfire, and then made some lambo kebabs. And then a dark thought entered my head. Hold on. Will Fluffball eat the lambo kebabs if I give it to him? Excuse me, he just ate his own kind. What? After realizing that Fluffball is secretly a cannibal, I proceeded to make a repair bench. And then I made a pal feeding box cause unfortunately I cannot leave my base pals hungry or else they'll die and lose their sanity. I mean, I would take the free labor but like, the game just doesn't let me. Why? That realization has made me want to clinically self-diagnose myself with depression, but anyways, moving onwards, I decided to explore further outwards into the world and capture some more different pals, such as a Foxparks, a Vixie, and a Herbal. I also tried catching this Clove, to which I horribly missed, and yeah, just silently went back home like nothing ever just happened right then. I renamed the Herbal into Hermit and completely forgot I caught a Kojiro earlier on, so I renamed that guy to Drunk Sensei. I also renamed Foxbox into Kuruma. Also, I thought Daedrons were pretty cool, so I named mine pretty cool. After naming all 500 of my kids, I decided to gather the final resources required to build the Palworld workbench, and finally decided to make it. Following on from this, I decided to do some minor improvements to my base, as well as finally venturing out more into the wilderness during nighttime. I mean, surely nothing could go wrong, right? I mean, I caught a Nox over here, but then Drunk Sensei did something so, like, interesting that it turned me into my Indian roots. I mean, I'll probably just capture some more Noxes, like, later on, but, like, Drunk Sensei, what the hell? Why are you attacking them? Why are you doing this one? Why are you doing this one? Oh my god, what? Okay, wait. Okay, wait, breathe. Well, we'll be fine. I mean, like, I can just run away, right? No, but then again, I feel like we're doing some good damage to these guys, like, realistically, right? I mean, like, surely Drunk Sensei knows what he's doing. Like, he's the one who initiated the fight. We'll be okay. Oh no. Oh no, not good. I mean, just a mind. Oh, run. Run, better run. Oh my god, run. Go, run. Go, please. Please, man. Please. I'm not asking, I'm begging of you, please. Climb the wall. Climb. Oh my god, please. I'm so low. I'm so low. I'm so low HP. Oh my gosh, please, man. Please. Drunk Sensei, why did you have to get us into the situation, please? Oh my god, please. Oh my god, there's literally only one guy left. There's only one guy left. Drunk Sensei, solo him, please. Kill him. Kill him, but nice, good. And to think all of that is just to enslave one pal is kind of crazy, you know? I mean... Oh! I cannot believe I nearly died. Oh my god, Drunk Sensei, what is wrong with you? I swear to god. Holy. After going through the 5 stages of grief and above 3 heart attacks with 5 heart palpitations on the side, I immediately returned back to base and I had crafted an old bow for myself. After which I named one of the Noxes that I caught last night into Sundere. I then crafted a small PAL feed bag, followed by a parachute, in which after crafting a parachute, I was then tasked to go find the small settlements. I made an immediate beeline towards the small settlement where I met an old man who was really talking to me about like some tree, and I was actually about to snooze off until he mentioned to me that there was a woman in a tower that was fighting for women's rights. Now that is when my interest could peak, because I knew that I had to stop this criminal once and for all before she could spread her influence any further. And by that I mean accidentally trying to capture a pal that was owned by the village and then proceeding to assault it, which then led the police to come after me for my charges that I 100% didn't commit and that I may or may not have done it on accident. I swear, Your Honor, I assaulted the cow with consent. My case is closed. I immediately retreated back to my base where I proceeded to prepare for the fight with a woman who only fought with her rights. By this I meant unlocking the Foxbox harness. Now, remember when I mentioned about the Palworld workbench? Well, this is one of the most important tools in the entire game, as it enables your pals to unlock new abilities, such as some of them being able to hold guns, for example, or like, turning Foxbox into a literal flamethrower, which I will display very soon actually, when we fight our first Alpha Pal. Now Alpha Pals are really interesting, as they're like these mini bosses that are scattered around the entire map, mainly marked by these question marks. We will get into more of them, but our first one is right over here. G'day mate, how you doing today? Hold on. Let's get a bit closer to it. I want to get like a really good view of him. There she is. Yeah. Wow, look at you. Such a wonderful masterpiece you really are. Huh. You really do look very cute actually. Such a shame I have to do this to you now. Go Foxbox! Burn! Burn, Chillets. Burn to the ground where you belong. You don't deserve to live anymore. I will kill your entire family and you included with it. Oh my god, wait. Oh well, that was easy. Anyways, so I named it the Chillet to Noodle, and basically I was making final preparations before facing against the woman who wanted rights. So I basically just built a ranch, I made better silver armor. There's a reason why I opted for the tropical one, hint hint, that's foreshadowing for the next episode. And I'd also made a 3-shot bow. All of which will come in very handy for this mastermind of a criminal that we're going to be facing. And so, with everything that's happened so far in our playthrough, it was finally time to step forth into the first boss of Palworld. Alright pals, it's showtime. I did it. I had killed the woman who wanted rights. And she gave me her balls in return. Oh my god, how can this day get any better? I immediately told the old man about my experiences, as he was even surprised that I even went near a woman. As I go back to my base, I remember something. You, the audience. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me if you guys would like to subscribe as well. See you guys later.